Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to give you an update on all the major highway projects that are going on in Jamaica. Now we are driving on Highway 2000 East-West leg, and we are on the section from Kingston to Maypen. So Highway 2000 is a major road project in Jamaica. It's to build a highway from Kingston to Montego Bay. So we're going to give you the update on this one first. So the Kingston to Maypen leg of the highway is finished, it's up and running. The Maypen to Mandeville leg is under construction. And that project is over 90% complete, and it is scheduled to finish in August of 2023, August of this year, and from all indications it is on target for August 2023 completion. So that will take the highway from Maypen to Mandeville, and then you're going to have another section of the highway starting in August or at the end of the year from Mandeville to St. Elizabeth, which is more specifically from Williamsfield in Manchester to Hodges in St. Elizabeth. Now, the planning phase for that section will start later this year. The planning phase, not the actual construction. And the planning phase could take up to 2 years. And that is when they acquire the land that they need, the alignment would be finalized, and basically the planning stage. So that's going to start later this year, and it's going to take up to 2 years. So they won't start the actual physical construction for another 2 years on that section of the highway. And then the highway is going to have to go from St. Elizabeth to Mount Pelion, or from Hodges to Mount Pelion. That section has no timeline has been given yet for that section, but all indications are that that will start after the Mandeville to Hodges or the Mandeville to St. Elizabeth leg is finished. And then from Mount Pelion, the highway will go into Montego Bay, and it's going to go from Mount Pelion to Anchovy down to Long Hill. They're going to build a bypass for Long Hill and into Montego Bay through the Bogue Road. Now, that section of the highway, or some sections of that section of the highway, will be done under the Montego Bay Perimeter Road project. The toll plaza to be built in Montego Bay or in the Bogue area will be done under the Montego Bay Perimeter Road project, and the Long Hill bypass will be done under the Montego Bay Perimeter Road project. That project includes fixing up Barnett Street and West Green Avenue and building a ring road around Montego Bay, or a perimeter road basically. But some aspects of that project will build parts of Highway 2000. Now, the Montego Bay Perimeter Road project is in the planning phase, and they are hoping to get the actual work started sometime in this fiscal year, with the 2023-24 fiscal year, the actual physical work. But it's in the planning stage now, and the planning stage is very advanced. So, just to give you some perspective now, the first section of Highway 2000 East-West leg opened in 2006. This project started in 1998, 1999, around that time. And at that time, the Development Bank of Jamaica initiated a feasibility study into, one, would it make sense to build a highway, and two, would it be possible cost-effective wise? And they wanted to build a highway in one go, the entire highway. But then it was said it would be too expensive, and there was no toll road in Jamaica at the time, and people did not know if Jamaicans would pay toll. Now, that was 1998. The first section of the highway opened in 2006, the east-west leg. There are other parts to the highway. And it's now 2023 and we have not even gone halfway with the highway. So at this current pace, you're looking at 2 years, another probably 4 years to build. It's probably going to be about 6 years before the highway reaches Hodges in St. Elizabeth. And you're looking at probably another 12 years for this highway to be completed. Now, yes, it's expensive to build these highways. Nobody's disputing that. But they are toll roads. This is a toll road. So you're charging toll to use the highway. So you're going to make back the money. So you put up the investment and then you collect the toll. Now all of these toll roads in Jamaica have revenue guarantees, meaning the companies that build the highways, if they don't collect the amount of revenue they're supposed to cover the cost that year, the government, through those revenue guarantees, will put in the money. So you cannot lose. So they really need to increase the pace of building these highways because it's a toll road. You're going to collect toll, and the question as to whether Jamaicans would use toll roads or pay toll has been answered, and the answer is yes, they will. They have been doing it. Never has the government had to step in, read a revenue guarantee. Never. The toll, the revenue from the collection of the toll pays for the building of the road, pays back the loan. So they really need to step up the pace and get this road done. Because remember, we don't have a domestic air service, domestic flights. You can charter a flight, but we don't have domestic airlines. The trains don't run from Kingston to Montego Bay for passengers. The government is trying very hard to get the rail service back up and running, but to get the rail from Kingston to Montego Bay is going to take years. It's going to be very expensive, but it has to be done, but it's going to take time. So right now, the best way to get from Kingston to Montego Bay is via the roads, and we need the highway built. So that's just an update on Highway 2000 east-west leg. Now Highway 2000 north-south leg is complete, it's finished. That goes from Kingston to Montego Bay. And there's another section of Highway 2000 which is from Kingston to Portmore. That leg is finished, up and running. So it's just the east-west leg, which is from Kingston to Montego Bay, that needs to be finished. And we gave you the update earlier. Alright guys, thanks for taking the tour with us today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.